The date today is December 10th, 2020, and today I'm making a video because I want to talk about something that I'm very passionate about, something that's very relevant to me, the past few weeks, few months even, honestly kind of my whole, what you could call adult life. I just really need to talk about this, kind of get some things off my chest. I've really just began to realize the negative effects of drinking and how much stronger they get as you move along and move through life. I'm 23 years old. I just turned 23 this year. And for example, like I said, today is December 10th. So 2 days ago, December 8th, I hung out with some work people. I did get a job about a month after we moved here to Vegas. Like I said, a couple days ago, I was drinking with some work friends and even, most of my roommates. And I just exceeded my limit. It, like, out of nowhere, I was just blackout. And truthfully, since I was maybe 17, 18, this has been a trend in my life. And it's difficult to talk about, because it's not a good thing. It's not a healthy thing. And it all just kind of stems from maybe something not going too great up here. Who even knows? But yeah, essentially the point of this video is for me to start talking about why I think alcoholism is a bad thing, obviously, and why I think it affects me so deeply and personally. There's a never-ending list of reasons, I'm sure, but I really just want to address the biggest reasons and negative effects that this has on my life as it would on anyone else's, really. So like I said, the other day I was drinking with work people, and I got to my limit and exceeded my limit way quicker than I would have expected. And again, this is something I've been known to do a lot in my life. Anyone close to me could probably tell you that, once I get going, I don't really stop, and I have pretty serious problems with recognizing my own limits when it comes to drinking. So the other night, of course, I just hit that wall and got blackout super fast. It's like 1 a.m., 1:30, and I've got my roommates and some work people around, and I'm a mess. I'm an absolute travesty of a person, and one specific person from work had to literally walk me to my bed and put me to sleep. I woke up the next morning, this would be yesterday the 9th, and I felt so terrible. My head hurt so bad. I slept almost all day. I woke up at like 2, I think, slept for 12 hours, and I still felt horrible. I came downstairs and got food, and I ate, and I thought I would feel better, and I did not even feel better at all whatsoever. So after that, I went straight back to bed. Probably slept like 5 to maybe even 4 to 7 after that, so another 3 hours of sleep. Wake back up, come downstairs, hang out with roommates, blah, 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 and I still feel terrible. And so then I go to bed again, sleep through the night, wake up, and, I don't feel as awful, but I still don't feel great. I don't feel 100%, and even today, now it's nearly 8 o'clock, and I still don't feel amazing. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. So I think the main point of this video for me is that I want to go minimum 30 days without any contact or any consumption of alcohol, period. I believe I can do this. I've done it in the past, but I've probably done it for a lot longer in the past, honestly, because I've had some bad times.
I threw up on myself. Mom's in Target.
This is the first time in my life that I've really desperately wanted to stop, because at this point I don't see the positive effects anymore. It's a social drug. You drink alcohol so you can be sociable and hang out with people and maybe not be as awkward as you might be at other times. But again, I'm starting to realize that this is really just kind of a myth that leads you to just drink. That's all it is. It's just, alcohol kind of luring you in. Like, yeah, it's poison. It makes you feel terrible. And it has long-term and short-term negative health effects. But hey, if I slam 6 beers in 20 minutes, maybe I'll talk to that girl over there who's really hot, and maybe she'll want me because I'm more, charismatic and social. What? No. Be that way yourself. Be that way yourself. Think of yourself 10 years, 20 years, even 30 years down the line. Is that all going to have been worth it? No. Even with my first video, turning my life around, what have I actually done to do that? I moved, I got a job, and, I'm happy. I'm not unhappy. but I found that drinking does bring out a side of me that I don't like and I don't appreciate. And I don't like being that person that could black out at any minute. I don't like being the person that everyone wants to keep egging on to drink more and more and more and more. I've been that way for 5 years, and I'm sick of it, honestly. I want to be an adult and I want to be a better person. And I think that if I go 30 days right now and I prove to myself that I can do it with ease, which I believe I can, I feel as though from there I can probably just quit altogether. You spend money, let alone if you go to a bar. If you're drinking at home, you spend money and it's a lot cheaper. But if you're going to a bar and getting drunk at a bar, you are flushing your money down the drain, down the toilet. And it's like, it's kind of just the biggest scam of all time. Man, the way that I have felt the past couple of days, it's been a wake-up call to say the least. I just wish more people would understand this because I literally work at a bar. So I see people come in every day and they just throw their money at these specialty drinks and shots and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what are you even paying for? Honestly, what are you getting in return for your money? It's sad. And I think that the world needs more awareness of this because in the media and in social media, you see so much glamorizing of drinking and alcohol. And again, I think about that and I'm like, these people that are advertising alcohol, they probably don't even drink. Because if they're making, anybody who's making good money and working their asses off, they're probably not drinking, at least not on a regular basis, because it just holds you back. In my opinion, at least for me, I'm Irish and Italian, so it runs in my blood. But drinking is just something that has held me down so much in the past half decade of my life. And it feels good to talk about it. And I think that the more aware I am of it, the better I will be able to handle it. Ideally, you can drink a couple beers, have a couple drinks, and control yourself. And I've done that. It's not like every time I drink I'm blacking out, but it's a lot more than I would like for sure. And I believe a lot of people out there can probably relate. And if those people are watching this, just know that there are others out there like you. And I know it feels hard to try and control yourself, but again, I think the more aware you are of the pros and cons of drinking, the better chance you have of controlling yourself and even, like I'm saying in my case right now, stopping yourself. It's hard in Vegas. You're surrounded by this glitz and glam and flashing lights and bars and casinos and clubs. And even though you can't really go to clubs right now, it's so easy to pick up a bottle. But at the end of the day, I've really begun to realize that it's not worth it. I just want to thank you for watching. If you've watched till the end, please like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.